Hey guys, and welcome back, or welcome. I'm Davi, and this is the summer chick I'm embodying. Excuse me. This is the summer chick I'm embodying part 2. So if you guys are waiting, it's here now. Um, so as I was saying, I'm Davi, and here we talk about things all chic and fashionable, of course. If you like what you hear, then please hit subscribe. I'd love to see you here in the future. I also have pages on TikTok and Instagram where I post additional content based on the commentary videos, like this one, as well as just my life. So, kind of like the former video, today's video is just centered around the summer chick that I had in mind. If you guys want a better rundown of that, I'd recommend my video that I posted for part 1 of this kind of little commentary. Okay, starting off, we have jewelry, and I'm still really into dainty jewelry right now. I see one necklace, I think posted by Official, and it's got the minimalist Baroque pearl pendant necklace. Really like a pearl necklace, especially complemented with gold. I think I'm really big on gold as of late. I also see another one posted by Jenny Kwan Designs, and it's called the Ruby Halo necklace. I think that this pairing is really cute. I've been really like the whole layering kind of situation with necklaces and things. And then also the different gemstones and things like that. I see another one by W Concept Global. W Concepts used to have a lot of, I mean, I guess it's essentially them sourcing brands, but I really like this silver 925 bean necklace. I'd have to see who's it from, where this is from. It says normally. Interesting. I haven't heard of that before, but I really like it. It's really cute. It's like a little teardrop, silver teardrop um bean. I also like a more simplistic kind of necklace. So this is from Nordstrom, and it's called the Cuffed by Nano Dainty Herringbone Necklace. It's like a little flat gold chain, and I think it's a nice thing to wear. I can't exactly pinpoint what kind of outfit I'd wear it with, but I could see myself wearing it maybe like with a strapless top or something like that, and wearing the hair down. This one is really interesting to me. This is Jade Serenity necklace, and it was posted by Zazzle Shop and Plus Studio. Um, I really like this necklace and the way that it's designed because it's giving a more visually interesting kind of shape. You have the actual chain, and then the way that the pendant is hanging down, I think is really cool. I also like a jade stone. I think it's really cute. For some reason, it reminds me of like Mortal Kombat, like Jade the character. I think that's funny. Moving on, we also have, so again, I got a lot of stuff. I saved a lot of stuff from W Concept. Yeah, so W Concept Global, and this is the 14K gold Sinity stone charm earrings. And this is from, I literally can't say anything because the website is not loading, and it's also currently unavailable. So I think that's also why. But anyway, I just like the way you'll see this kind of earring in a different amount of places, but you just got a diamond hanging from like a small hoop earring, like very simple. I want a pair of these earrings actually because I find them really cute. I've been really into layering earrings. I want an additional. I have two pair. I have 3 piercings right now. I want an additional 4 piercings, so 2 additional piercings for each of my ears. Just because I want to be able to layer them. I want to group them all together the way that this looks. This is Midori jewelry, and this is called the Petite Pearl Hoops. So kind of similar to the ones I showed you, the earrings I showed you guys prior, but this one has a pearl. And I really, really like a hoop piercing, a hoop earring for a cartilage piercing. But yeah, I mean everything that she's wearing is like actually perfect, and I would wear this. I would wear this pairing. This is in fact one of my favorite pairings. Now I guess we're going into earrings, so let's see what else we got here. So I just saved the same earring. That's hilarious. Okay, so this doesn't say the source that it's from, but it says it's a 925 silver huggy mini dress earring. That sounds interesting. But I like the way that it's paired. It looks like a teardrop or a being that is being worn by this person. And I think I liked the visuals of it a lot. I think that it'd be a nice little simple piece to wear. I really like kind of the skinny hoop piercing that's not too big. This is also from W Concept Global site, and this is called the 14K gold ball piercing. Also, it's actually referencing the ball piercing, but I was looking at the hoop earring that I like a lot. Again, with these kind of styled earrings, this earring is from Etsy and it's called the Dainty 925 Sterling Silver Baguette Hoop Piercings. And I like the rectangular diamond that is on the earring a lot. I think that changing up the shape of the diamond, especially with these kind of earrings, is really cool. Moving on, we have an earring from Gorjana. It's called the White Sapphire Bali Stud Huggy. It's a huggy. So apparently the earrings are they have different styles attributed to them, and I have a couple of huggies in here. But I like this one a lot because of the diamond at the top, and then of course the hook. I've also been really looking into kind of like literally more danglier earrings. This earring is from Ansi, and it's called the Aztec Catherine chain earring, and I think it's really cool. Obviously, because of the design. I really, really, really like intricate jewelry. Obviously, at that point, it's really worth the investment. But yes, I like this one a lot because it stands out from the selection of jewelry I collected. And then I would say, moving on, we have some rings. So this is also from W Concept Global, and this is called the 14K Gold Q chain ring. I thought that this was really interesting because I don't think I've really had chain rings before. This is also currently unavailable, so I'm not even sure what brand it is, but just for reference, obviously, to see what kind of rings are out there and where you can, what to look for. I really like these rings. This ring is from Etsy and it's called the London Blue Topaz Oval Ring. And these are so cool. I like the way that you can design a band a specific certain way, but then also choosing the kind of gemstone or the rock or whatever you want to call it. It really changes the vibe of the ring. And I want some rings like this. These are more go-to rings. This is also from Etsy, and it's called the 18 gold ring minimalist. It's a minimalist ring, a minimalist statement ring, if you will. And the different like the way that the different parts in which are engraved and like where the diamonds are placed, I think is really interesting. These are more crafted rings, I will say. This is also from W Concept Global, and it's called the Sterling Silver Saddle Statement Ring. It's a lot of S's. These are interesting to me, obviously, because of the little hook situation that is going on and the way that it was roped and bended and paired. It looked like it was two separate parts were welded together, and then they just like curved it out and stuff like that. And I think that it's really cool because it adds an additional movement in the pieces that you wear. This piece is also sold out. I don't know where this is from, but it's nice to see that there are pieces out there to look for like this. I got some bracelets in here. This is from W Wake, and it's called the Gold Bean Bangle Bracelet. It's just a little bangle kind of going on to add to an outfit to elevate an outfit. I really like this one though. This is Poshmark, and this is from Jewel by Ellie Jewelry. So, um, this is so freaking cute. This is called the Sterling Silver North Star bracelet. This is actually really cute, and the way that the idea behind it is like actually so fun. Moving on, we have the brand Christine Elizabeth Jewelry, and this is called the Petite Freshwater Pearl Solitaire Dainty Bracelet. And I think like a bracelet like this is like a must because it's literally just like a little pearl in the middle of a chain. And while that could be like really, really basic, I disagree. I feel like people can make the argument that it's basic, but I think it's such a nice compliment and it's so subtle, but like it's impact is so just powerful. This is a bracelet from Nordstrom. This is a similar bracelet to the one I was mentioning earlier. This is called Satin Stone's Marquise Birthstone Bracelet. So basically, you just add your birthstone on the bracelet, and that kind of is like the whole kind like idea. And I think that's really fun. I actually think my birthstone is a pearl, which is so funny. I have to search that up actually. It'll be hilarious if that's actually my birthstone. But this is another bracelet by Nia. This is called the Petal Drops bracelet in 4K gold. I think this is cool because it adds a different kind of movement to bracelets. We usually think movement for a bracelet is like left to right, but this is actually like up and down, which is interesting. So that's it for the jewelry. Not too crazy with the jewelry because it's really hot outside and we be sweating and we probably don't want to feel heavy jewelry on us a lot. But next we actually have makeup, and it's so funny because I've been thinking about makeup a lot lately. I've been wanting to wear makeup, but it's been really hot and I've been really not wanting to be bothered by wearing makeup. So it's been tough, but nonetheless, I still think about it. I still think about wearing it, and I think I might actually wear it. Some makeup one of these days. I have some makeup that I've been wanting to try. If you guys saw in one of my vlogs, I'm wearing the Dior foundation in my lace, and it's hilarious. Anyway, okay, so a bit of a disclaimer, guys. I don't know exactly the names of these beautiful queens, so if you guys know, please shout them down in the comment section and we can have a nice share of people that we admire. And that'll be a fantastic moment. But this first image, I was drawn to this picture. It just literally has a kissy face emoji and like a queen for the profile pic comment thing or whatever. But this first beautiful person's makeup look, I like it a lot because it's like very bronzy and very blushy, and that's the kind of vibe that I'm going for in the summertime. I also like the overlined lips. I usually lean towards that more just because I also like wearing more mattified, like a mattified lip. And also, I have like a darker lip kind of like around my lips. So I like to follow that a lot. And yeah, my lips are different shades. So not everything is going to look the same all around. This next look I really like because she has a softer face, and I have a soft face, obviously. So I could see myself actually through this makeup look. And I also like the placement of the blush. I usually place my blush around there as well. And I also like her lips. She has a gloss going on. It's really cute. She didn't go too heavy on the eyes. And yeah, her forehead is dark. My forehead is also dark. I just saw myself in her a lot. Yeah, these looks are mainly just for the tan, tanned girlies. Very simple, very lightweight. The person who posted this, his name is Brinley Monette. That's actually a really cute name, Brinley Monette. Um, they posted this person, and she's very glowy. I usually am a glowy girl in the summertime because I mean oil production, but also my skin is just very receptive to moisture. So um I like her look a lot because it's minimal and gorgeous at the same time, and she's really just leaning into her natural features, and that's something that I really like to do because I usually don't like wearing makeup a ton. What's another look? I really like this look because again, she's glowy, and then also she is a darker queen, and also oh, I'm darker than her, but I like the placement of her makeup. You can kind of tell where the placement of people's makeup is. I mean, obviously because it's complementing their features, but also because you can see where they place their bronzer or where they tan. And I like to look for that as well because it shows a different perspective when it comes to doing makeup. That one was also posted by Brinley Monette. And the caption is Black women are so beautiful, and I agree. Next one. I really love this one. She looks like she's sunburned. This is also from Brinley Monette. This is so funny. This is hilarious. The caption is she looks like she is fresh after microneedling. I have not really heard of microneedling before, but I know it's a part of like procedure or something that people do just for like funsies to help with skin or whatever, dermatology or something like that. I don't know. Esthetician, I don't know. But I love this so much because so what this person actually said that her look was for like a natural bronze and glowy makeup, and this is actually really really giving natural. It's giving. I was out on the beach all day long, and now I have a tan, and you can see like I can actually tell this is actually where she tans on her face. And I love that so much because you can tell that her like understanding of just the placement of things on her face and like her attention to how her skin reacts is like it's just so cool, that relationship. And I strive to have that relationship with my skin, to be honest. This is someone that actually I love so much. She is so cool. Um, the ad is just I I am Angie Jose. I think I don't know. But I've seen this person around, and I forgot her name. Maybe that was her name that I just said, but I love her makeup so much because again, she just knows what looks good on her face and what doesn't, and she's just strongly complimenting her features, which I think is so cool. Also love her hair. This is so cute. Also, where shine should go. I used to have like really like a big difficult time, a really difficult time trying to figure out like the places that my face shines because I feel like my face shines everywhere. But yeah, I also love this girl and how she does her makeup. Also, she has a YouTube channel. I forgot the YouTube channel name. She's also on TikTok. She's just amazing. This was posted by Samula underscore, and yeah, I miss boho braids so much. I miss boho braids, but I really don't want to have to go to a shop and get my boho braids done, and I also don't want to have to do it myself. So we're in a conundrum, but it's okay. But yeah, I also learned that there are some makeup products. Um, especially feel like girlies that are my skin type, like in complexion. There are some makeup products that you just don't need. Like they're literally not necessary. And if your face is already like contour or like you're already bronzed or you already have a nice foundational placement on your face, you don't need to wear makeup. And I mean, you don't have to, is what I'm saying. And not that you can't, like that you're prohibited, because you're not. You can do what you want. But I think that this is one of the prime examples of you literally don't have to wear any makeup products. Like, um, and she is the prime example for me. She's absolutely gorgeous. You can tell she's wearing little to no makeup. She looks absolutely beautiful. It's insane. Another person I had saved, I like her so. She's so cool. She's amazing. I forgot her name. I don't know any of these girls' names, but they're literally amazing, and you probably have seen them around. So, again, drop the names down below, please. Just drop it. Don't even worry about it. Just drop it. Um, but this is also posted by this is my girl, Brinley Monet, and the captions. Somebody commented. I don't think these are captions. These are comments. Literally, somebody said, "What lip gloss?" Because literally, what lip gloss? What lip gloss was it? Her makeup is so beautiful. I wonder what product she used actually, and the way that her skin is, like you can tell mostly her skin is doing it for the look. Um, she has a bit of blush. Her cheekbones are amazing, first of all. Barely anything on the eye. It's just like maybe a little mascara, but the lips are what is really, really, really doing it. It looks like she's wearing a lip gloss, maybe a lipstick and a gloss. and she's overlined her lips. It gives this like stained kind of lip look, and I love lip looks like that. There is actually this lipstick that I like a lot, and I everybody was complimenting me on it actually, and I wish I did that lip look today, but I didn't. Anyway, but yeah, I love that look. Okay, moving on. Mm, we have food. So this is so funny, right? Because who where did that come from? But I think food is like an essential aspect of beauty, right? I've been trying to eat cleaner foods lately, but just eating, I really like bread. I like sourdough bread, okay? I like sourdough bread, so I'd be a sourdough summer chick. Period. Um, a little breakfasts. I should really look at this board more often because I just have like 200 pins in this board, and it's just like, oh, look through, like it's just a lot. But going back to the meal, breakfast, sourdough, sauteed tomatoes, eggs, spinach, boom, mushrooms, yes, amazing. I love that. Just high quality things that you can probably get to the from the farmers market. Like, hello, excuse me. This is a sandwich, so this is just like, and you know what? It's crazy because I would buy this at marts, like grocery stores or cafes, and it's like $20. Okay, I'm over exaggerating, but it's like $10 for a sandwich. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you a freak? No, no, you're weird. Um, but yeah, this is basically just like a basil and mozzarella sandwich, and it's you can make it at home and not for $10. For $10, you can make 5 sandwiches. That's $2 a sandwich. Yeah. Anyway, this is just like sliced tomatoes, pesto, and mozzarella. Like I'm not spending $10, you freak. I've been so going back to breakfasts, just having scrambled eggs. I've been adding egg whites to my eggs to add more protein. And then I spoke about this in my last vlogs, but having avocado, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, amazing, beautiful, fantastic. They paired it with tomatoes in this one, and then you have some spinach or kale and mushrooms, sauteed mushrooms with garlic, olive oil, salt, pepper. Basic things, but it's just so amazing. So amazing. And maybe we're going into dinner now. We already did lunch, or never mind. Going into dinner. I've been trying to have more fruits. In the summertime, I really like peaches and plums. In this little bowl, they have peaches, apples, figs, and blackberries. I'd actually like eat this up every single day. I really love peaches, like I said, and I also really like blackberries. I actually have never had figs outside of like the dried up ones. And then of course apples. We know apples. We know her. But yeah, I like to eat a ton of fruit to stay hydrated during the summertime. I usually don't like drinking too much water. And too much water is actually such a crazy statement, but it's really hard for me to drink water. I don't know why. So going into more so like snack plates, because I still really been liking snack plates. I remember snack plates had a moment, and I still think people like them a lot, but I don't think it's talked about as much. So we can actually bring it back. We could just bring it back, guys. Like it's totally fine. We could bring it back. So we have some seeded kind of bread or toast or something, and then they paired it with like I don't know if that's some sort of like cream cheese, but then they put tomatoes on it. I think that's basil. We have some blackberries, and then we have a toast with like figs on it. This is actually tea, like a mini sweet potato that is so cute. Avocado, egg. This is beautiful. I've been looking at not only meals that I like to eat, but balanced meals that I would like to eat, and this is one of them. I think that it has basically everything that you would need. Your fats, your proteins, your fibers, fat, protein, fiber, carb. Yeah, literally all that. Which is funny because it's just like a little plate, but it's like so filling. Especially, you know what I learned? I think the basis of which I like to plan my meals are like a protein, healthy carb, and that's really it. Like I just go for what's my protein, what's my carb. Everything else usually implements itself. Like I know I'm going to use olive oil to cook the chicken or whatever protein. And for the fiber, I know I'm going to have a fruit. So actually I will say maybe protein, carb and fruit. Although those are literally the same thing. So but healthy carb, leaner carbs, so maybe like broccoli or something, like an actual vegetable. So yeah, your protein, your vegetable, and then your fruit. Because that's literally usually you'll meet all the requirements regardless of what you choose. But yeah, I haven't had this yet and I'm so upset because I need to find a way to make them. But I really want a carrot salad. This is called the sun gold. Oh no, they didn't name it. Yeah, carrot salad with sun gold tomatoes, radish, parsley, olives, likely some other seasonings and things. It looks so good, and I actually want to cry. I have to look into a recipe so that I can make that because, like, what the heck? They got some mashed sweet potato, grass fed steak, which looks good. I actually like steak a lot. Very juicy, very yummy. And then we got steamed beets with coconut oil and flaky salt. This meal this meal. And the person who made it is called Glow with Ella. Girl, you are. This makes me want to freaking glow. Anyway, this is a more simple one. So I go for simple meals, but also like yummy meals. It's just walnuts, broccoli. Is there a thing called broccoli sprouts? I didn't know that. Okay, walnuts, broccoli sprouts, avocado, organic fruits, and organic eggs. So strawberries, freaking orange that looks like avocado. This actually looks really nice. I just learned that like literally if you season things well or if you add like fermented foods, for instance, pickled foods, it's so good. It'll always be good. Like for instance, in this meal, so somebody had a bowl with broccoli, ground beef, avocado, rice, creamy cucumbers, edamame, kimchi. So they got kimchi and they have pickled onion, which they didn't say, but it's fine. It's fine. We know what it is, but if we didn't, maybe we should have put that down. Anyway, but yeah, I had multiple bowls like this before. I'm trying to use less salt. I'm trying to use less sauces too because I want to focus on gut health more. And usually, if you have sauce and you have like fermented or pickled veg, then it's just too many flavors going on. So we're gonna prefer the pickled veggies. Um, in my last couple of things is more fruit. So my mom, for instance, has been really into dates. You got some dates here. We have peaches, we have cherries, and those aren't peaches. Those are they nectarines? I feel like, yeah. Yeah, and I think one of the other things I like and I could just pop in my mouth are literally clementines and like the little oranges. They're so I think like Mother Nature actually she was cooking for real when she decided to make these little oranges because also watch me figure out that they're human made. Right, right. Um, but yeah, I think that's so funny. And then I also had some, and my sister likes these a lot. What are these called? Pomegranate seeds. I miss pomegranate seeds actually. Yo, and to end on this one, this fruit salad, it has like peaches, strawberries, blueberries, and like mint. I freaking love mint. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Okay, so that's the end of the food section. And now I just have some basic activities, to be honest, guys. I have some things that we can actually do, like that we can actually practice, and that can become habits for us for being summer chicks. And yeah, some of that is just hiking, for instance, going outside, enjoying the outdoors, being in the sun for a little bit. You don't have to be out for like hours, but maybe 10 minutes at a time, 10 minutes 3 times a day, even, or maybe twice a day for 30 minutes each. And, like I don't know, 30 minutes outdoors. It's literally like a 15-minute walk from your house and then 15-minute walk back. Put in your favorite music, give somebody a phone call, like watch your favorite YouTube video, podcast. Um, I feel like people don't really realize how much staying indoors versus being outside, how much of a difference there is, and how much they're actually affected when they don't go out. It's a very subtle kind of thing, but it's very, once you notice it, you're like, I should have just gone outside. Um, and I'm not really talking about people who have like maybe social anxiety or things like that. There are some other things that you can work around, because we do have to see people outside and we do have to interact with people sometimes. So that's one of the biggest things for me going out, is that I have to see people or interact with people. But I kind of focus on going on into areas or places that I don't have to talk a lot if I'm not feeling like it. So, but yeah, going on hikes or walks, especially if you have like a nice little, forest or something near you, or a preserve. Another thing I have is biking. I want to go on. I don't have a bike. I used to when I was younger, but I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. Ever since they're like, you can't ride your bike on the sidewalk, you have to ride in the street. I've just been turned off. I've just been turned off. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to ride in the street. I want to ride on the sidewalk. I'm just like a little child. Like, what are you talking about? Um, but actually, riding a bike is so cool. Another thing I have on my list is weightlifting. I want to get back into strength training again. My body composition, like, I'm 5'3". So my body actually puts on muscle fairly easily, easier than the average person. And I can see my gains because I'm a newbie, especially, and that's why. And I love seeing those results, and I love seeing that I'm getting stronger. So I really want to take advantage of that. And again, you don't have to go crazy with like the exercise stuff. You just want to be active. You still just want to be able to at least contribute a consistent amount of effort. So then it's like a sustainability sort of thing. And like, you're just doing it. You're doing it, so you're going to get results regardless. Like, either you do it or you don't. Either way, like, time is going to go by. And that's how I think about it. Um, And of course, right next to strength training, I have going to get ice cream. Going to get ice cream with friends. Um, I recently had to cancel plans. I'm gonna get really vulnerable for a second. I recently had to cancel plans with my friends because I just have like a lot of life stuff going on right now. And luckily we're gonna reschedule and figure out like a time that we could see each other again. But it's just like, I really don't like having to be the person that's just like, oh, that doesn't work for me. Like, we can't do it. And while I know your friends don't really care, it's just like still kind of disheartening because you're like, either the one time that we can actually see each other is like, oh, you can't. It's just like, hmm. But yeah, going out and to get ice cream with friends is like one of those moments in life. Those moments in life that I feel like, wow, like I'm getting ice cream with the girls. This is great. This is tea. Um, Dude, I've also been wanting to go out to eat more, like at diners, not like just like fast food places or whatever, but like sit down spots where you can like talk to people and have a meal. Um, I remember growing up and we used to always do that for breakfast or like lunch or dinner, like literally any meal. Hello, but especially like the brunch places. That was so fun. Remember we can actually afford to do that, guys. Remember when there was a recession? Actually, wait. Anyway, but yeah, going to diners, getting coffee, getting good cooked food, like it's giving me Gilmore Girls. You know what the sad part is? The only real nostalgic kind of feeling we can get in regards to diners is literally watching Gilmore Girls. Why? Why? Y'all give us money. Like, y'all need to increase the minimum wage and decrease taxes and food prices, please, so we can just be people again. Like, come on. I also want to drink tea more. I think drinking tea is very chic. Um, I know in the summertime it's kind of questionable, but like, it's tea. It's tea. Doing your nails. I've been kind of wanting to paint my nails again. I usually use um like a fast drying kind of way of doing my nails. Like I'll use the like LED UV lights. I don't want to use those anymore because it just I feel like I don't want it's not very safe anymore. Also inhaling fumes probably isn't very safe, but we gotta pick our fights. We gotta pick our fights. So I think I'm just gonna get regular polish now. Regular fast drying polish, and like if it looks mushy or gross, then like whatever. If I mess it up, whatever. Like, but yeah, doing your nails, doing skincare, especially in the summertime where everything is so sweaty and sticky and mucky and ew. We have to do skincare more. I miss doing my skincare a lot, but I noticed that in the summertime I actually have skin that doesn't need that much attention, so I have to leave it alone, or else I'm gonna freaking break out. Um, but making sure I wash my face every day and making sure I moisturize every day. Although moisturizing isn't that big of a deal because obviously, like my skin absorbs moisture, so it's not that big of a deal. But washing your face, making sure your skin is clean is essential and important. Also doing body care. I want to do better with body care too, but sustainable body care because it can get really overwhelming really fast. And I for the most part like when things are simple. So, but of course like exfoliating, um I I actually have liked using a trimmer more for body hair really because I'm not really into the whole shaving thing. I think that I'm a very I have like a sensory thing and I just don't like the feeling of hair growing back or like getting like a bump or like I just we're mammals. Like I just use a trimmer and call it a day. So I don't think I'm that hairy anyway. But also hair care too. Making sure your hair is moisturized, making sure it's protected, making sure you're not stressing out your scalp or your ends and things like that. I also want to go to farmers markets. I've been missing a farmers market that I've been trying to go to for the last 5 weeks, and that is actually embarrassing. That is actually embarrassing. But yeah, getting different fruits and seeing the different things that people were able to, grow and the bread they're making and the pastries and it's just such a nice I think farmers markets are literally a reminder that like we have a world and we have an earth and we have things that live and grow and exist outside of our little like human made society is like that things will persist outside of what our perception of life is. Like there is a life outside of the life that we perceive and I think it's just so powerful when you're around things that are actually made from like the world. But that's also say like seeing things that have sustained through people's lives as well, like going to flea markets or when people want to sell their clothes, thrifting at the markets as well, getting records, books, things that have been loved before you purchase them. Um, I also want to go to markets like that more, seeing people's artwork, kind of art festivals, things like that. Concerts, going to see live music, seeing music that up and coming artists and things like that. I think that's so fun. Going to see movies. I really, really want to see movies a lot. I want to see as many movies as possible. As many movies as possible. I have not been at the theater in a very, very long time, and it makes me so upset and sad. And I used to go to the movie theater all the time when I was younger. There's a lot of things that I used to do that I don't do anymore because of just the moment in time that I'm in right now. But we will get there. We will get there. But yeah, that's everything I had for part 2. It was a little bit less technical. I was kind of more lenient with like the topic overall. So let me know what you guys thought about, everything I discussed in the video today. What sounds like you, what doesn't sound like you, or even what are you willing to try? And speaking of things that complement you stylistically, I've started creating my very own visual interpretations of what I find fashionable and fun. If you guys don't know by now, I'm an artist as well as a fashionista, and I make artwork. Or at least I'm trying to. If you guys would like to check out my creations, please go to Zazzle.com and search DaviDoodles. I also reference this down below under my description of nearly all of my videos, at least my recent ones. And I do commissions too if you guys like my art style. So if you have a vision, a picture, reference, or whatever, maybe just like a couple notes in your app, I'd be happy to help you make it come to life. So feel free to email me at daviisanartist.com and I'll send over a commission information page for you. Okay, so that's officially it for the Summer Chick I'm Embodying little mini series. If you enjoyed my content and would like to see more, then please give me a like to let me know that you enjoyed this video. And if you haven't already, then please also subscribe to my channel where I post a video every week. At least one video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you chicks in the next flick.